Hello, I'm your host, Ricky Saillas. We begin with the COVID-19 pandemic. Some parts of the country are close to reaching herd immunity, including right here in El Paso County, but more people need to get vaccinated, and soon. Closing in on herd immunity is a bit of good news. Medical experts believe that 70 to 80% of the population needs to be vaccinated in order to reach herd immunity. El Paso is getting close. The Office of Emergency Management reports more than 55% of El Paso's population is fully vaccinated. El Paso County has one of the highest vaccination rates in the state. In fact, it's one of 5 counties that has administered more doses than it has received. According to health officials, the greatest risk to reaching herd immunity is vaccine hesitancy. Meaning, if enough people do not get vaccinated, then it becomes hard to reach the immunity goal, which could put off a return to normal. The city and county, along with other healthcare providers, continue to administer free vaccines. You can find a vaccination location in your neighborhood by visiting epcovidvaccine.com. Some good news for competitive swimmers and adults who play sports. The Parks and Recreation Department has lifted several COVID-19 restrictions and is now allowing tournaments and swim meets. Permits for those events may be obtained, but current rules for spectators remains the same. Only 2 adults and children from the same household can watch a competing athlete. Visit the Parks and Recreation Department for more information. Summer isn't here yet, but let's face it, it's already hot and it's only going to get hotter in the coming weeks. Intense heat is dangerous. It can be deadly, and that's why it's important to have a plan when extreme heat arrives. The Public Health Department is reminding everyone to be mindful of the hot temperatures. They're visiting public libraries, spray parks, and various public events to spread the word. Extreme heat is the leading weather-related cause of death in the country. It affects everyone, but more so older adults.
Being aware of the heat, staying informed, making sure that you know how hot it's going to be outside when you're planning to going outside, having the right amount of water, sunblock, and clothing protection when going outside, making sure that you check up on your loved ones, friends, family, and neighbors.
Remember to stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay informed. The Public Health Department is raffling 3 safety preparedness backpacks every week through the summer. Information is posted on the city's social media sites. One way to beat the heat and have fun at the same time is by visiting a city spray park or a water park. The Oasis water park is ready to cool off visitors. The newest entertainment venue opens on Sunday, June 6th. Located at the Beast Urban Park on Jason Crandall in Far East El Paso, the water park has giant slides, kiddie pools, a water playground, a climbing wall, and get this, the area's only surfing machine. It's a whole lot of fun, and it's open every day, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Oasis is the second water park to open in El Paso. The city's other water park, Camp Cohen, had a successful opening. It sold out on Memorial Day weekend, with many visitors enjoying the new attraction.
I like the slides, and it's the first water park here in El Paso that I've been through. I saw darkness and fun and just water.
And I think how it's really cool how they have a little river pool area, and it does make sense it's called a river because it actually pulls you away and you're like, ugh.
Remember, if you visit any water park, you can purchase food at the concession stand, but you can't bring in outside food. You can, however, take an empty water bottle or jug to fill it with water. Visit epwaterparks.com for ticket prices. From water to air, the El Paso International Airport is expecting a busy summer. Airport officials say nonstop flights to Austin, San Antonio, Los Angeles, and others are increasing this month. Cleaning and sanitation efforts have also increased as the airport welcomes back travelers. Saving lives by hitting the skies. That's what animal services and nonprofit partners are doing this summer to get shelter pets in loving homes. Animal Services loaded more than 40 shelter dogs and sent them out on their first large-scale rescue flight of the year. The shelter works with Dog is My Co-Pilot, a nonprofit organization that flies animals to cities with a shortage of pets. There are several ways to support these rescue flight efforts.
The public can help in several ways. We're always needing crates. They can donate any size plastic crates. We have started a new program we call it the Flight Attendant Fosters. Dogs that have been picked for the transport, we send them out and foster for usually around 2 weeks.
The pets on this particular flight went to rescue partners in Utah and Oregon. Last year, Animal Services transported nearly 1,000 pets to states up north. 6 Mexican wolf pups recently born at the El Paso Zoo are paving the way to repopulate their species in the wild. 4 of the 6, 2 males and 2 females, have been placed in wild dens in New Mexico and Arizona fauna with the hope of boosting the Mexican wolf survival rate as an endangered species. In partnership with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, wildlife agency staffers in those nearby states, and the Lighthawk Volunteer Organization, the pups were introduced to a female wolf's pack to teach them how to survive on their own. This method, known as cross-fostering, has proven successful in the past. 2 pups remain at the El Paso Zoo with their mother, father, and 3 brothers who were transported to the zoo from Phoenix back in February. You can learn more about wolves and other animals at the zoo by checking out a book at the public library and using it as part of the summer reading club. Registration starts on Monday, June 7th and runs through August. It's open to everyone, but children are encouraged to read 8 books or 8 hours throughout the summer depending on their reading level. The library will have special live and virtual programming throughout the summer to encourage children to read. Prizes include books, food coupons, and merchandise. The Free Summer Reading Club is a national effort to keep kids reading over the summer. Visit elpasolibrary.org for more information. That's it for this edition. We're out of time. For Jose Solis, who's behind the camera, I'm Ricky Saillas. Stay safe and be good to each other. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.